Hello guys, today we are going to unboxing and talk about the Revoltech amazing Yamaguchi Chun Li from the Street Fighter 6. So this is the first character action figure for the Street Fighter line and I'm so excited to talk about it. But this figure have some controversy comments, some people like it, some people don't like it. So we will see about that. So let's not further ado, let's unboxing it. So right out of the box, we have a layer of packaging like this. We can see the figure itself, some swappable face pieces, some changeable clothing pieces, and some effect part right here. And behind right here, we have a Revoltech stand and some swappable hands right here. So now, let's get this figure out and have a closer look. Oops. So right off the box, the figure look like this, and I feel the head sculpt looks really small. So precisely is the upper body feels very small, and by saying it, I have to talk about the portion. And of course, you can see that Revoltech has made his lower part of body very bigger. And Chun Li is well known for a very thick thigh, so they obviously have made this lower part very muscular. Some people like it, some people hate it. So here I will put a Chun Li picture on the side from the game. For comparison, you can see that Revoltech really have made this action figure way bigger, but that's Revoltech do. They always like change the character design to make it better for posing. But anyway, that's the first issue I talk about. Some people like these changes, some people don't like the changes. So which one are you? Do you like this figure for this proportion design, or you hate it design? Let me know in the comment section. And second issue people talk about is the thigh swivel are too tight or very tight. It's not able to smooth. For mine, is completely not smooth. So here is just because the ball joint moving issue right here. So I can like swivel a little bit by the ball joint right here, not the thigh joint right here. And the third problem is these two skirt or dress pieces fall off way too easily. As you can see, they just come off. So this is the three major issue I heard online that people have for these Chun Li action figures. And now let's talk about some good thing for this action figure. So first of all, I think this figure have a really nice paint jobs, like especially the painting on this dress, like these water color water pictures or these barrel pictures. They look very detailed and painted really well or printed really well on these pieces. And the golden painting of course look very beautiful, both in the shoulder areas or in these skirt areas. And of course, once again, the water effect and the sparrow, they look really nice. And underneath this dress, it also have some beautiful sculpted pictures of the water wave. And head sculpt is pretty sculpted really well too. So some people say it looked a little bit weird compared to the game. Yes, it does. But for the figure right on my hand, it looks pretty good too. For me, it looks like a Hong Kong actress, like when she was young. This figure looked like her when she was young. I'll put the picture right here. And these braces look really detailed too, like this beautiful. But some people think that the arm looks a little bit too long. But right here, I think it's the hand issue. So to swap to the fixed hand, it will look much better. Speaking of head sculpt, it comes with some swappable face. So beside this normal looking face, we have a smiling face, a open mouth serious face, and a serious face while the eye looking aside. And beside the swapping face for Chun Li, they also come with a swapping face for another characters, and it looks really nice too. The eyeshadow, the mouth, they all look painted really well. And this time the Revoltech bonus accessory is the puffing face for Chun Li. So she's look a little bit angry and trying to be adorable at the same time. And of course, it's come with some swappable hands, some open palm hand, relaxed hand, kung fu fighting palm hand, and especially it comes with a one side, only a right side of a peace side hand, and it comes with a swappable dress or skirt pieces right here. They are more dynamic, wind blowing or action poses. So now let's swap it. So as I mentioned before, these two original pieces I fell off very easily, and they are actually some plastic, so you can bend it a little bit. Don't bend it too hard, I'm afraid it will break, but it's just not like hard plastic that I think it would be. You can still like move things a little bit, especially when you're moving like this one. You can see you can bend it a tiny little bit. And this is how it looked after swapping these moving dress or moving clothing, moving skirt pieces. And obviously it leaves more room for kicking poses. Speaking of kicking, I have to talk about these special effects right here. And first of all, I have to demonstrate how to install this special effect part correctly. Otherwise, you may have very bad thing happen, but I will mention it later. So first of all, you put these two pieces together by this ball joint right here. You install it like this, okay. Then, make sure that you put it under the thighs, like this one, the hook under the thighs. Like it should be install it properly, like this. We will hook the thighs pieces like this. And then close this gap by using these joint right here, so it will move a little bit, closing it together. And now you will have amazing Chun Li kicking effect part like this. So it will pose beautifully like this one. But here I will talk about some bad stuff if you incorrectly install this effect part. When I try to put this effect part first time onto this figure, I don't know how to do it. So I put it in the correct way. I may put it like this or put it like this. Then my Chun Li, beautiful figure Chun Li thigh have been scratches like this. Like after seeing these scratches, my heartbeat dropped completely. Like after install this effect part, like a little scratches all over my Chun Li thighs pieces. And here just especially very serious and bad damages. I don't know what to say. It scratches very easily. And using this effect part seems like a risk, a very high risk to leave a mark. So first of all, be careful. And secondly, install it in the proper way and correct way. Please check your instruction manual. Don't throw it away. It is very important, especially for this effect part. So right here, understand it. Make sure you know how to install it like this. Make sure it is under the thigh. This whole thing under the thigh, not above it, side it, just like this, under it, to install into these thigh areas. Otherwise, you will leave a very bad mark like this, like here. The effect part look great, but it causes those scratches. Really not a big fan. And even though you install that effect part correctly, it will still leave some little mark like this. So I really don't like the way of how to install this effect part. So now let's try to fix this fixed joint problem. So the thigh swivel joint is completely stuck and cannot move. So now let's gently remove the upper part of the body, like here, and put it on a cup of hot water. Put it inside, like this, for a couple minutes.
A few moments later.
So now let's remove it from the water. And try to wipe out the water. The whole leg feels very hot right now. And now try to remove the thigh. It still feels very tight right now. I am not able to remotely move a tiny bit. So I'm not able to remove this part from the thigh. So continue hot water bathing in. So better remove this ball joint. Also put this into the hot water for a few more minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Now the second try. Okay, I successfully removed this one. Now let's get back to the other leg. Oh, I've finally done it. It took me a very long time. So after disassemble it, I have to add some oil into the hole right here. So hopefully we make this joint a little smoother and able to like swivel. So now let's put on the oil. Because of it's very tight, so I will add a little bit more, and even on this surface. So hopefully this surface will have some oil to make it like swivel a little bit or move it a little bit smoother. So now after I add some oil on it, I will push this back onto this joint. So first of all, make sure they are both left side. So this have an L right here and an L right here. So now let's put them back. Hopefully it will work. So now I feel very tight, but it was able to move a little bit. So I think it's a good fix. So now the other leg, add the oil onto the joint and add a little bit on the surface. Now plug this back. So I may add a little bit too much, so the oil got leaked out a little bit here, but don't worry. And I suggest add a tiny little bit oil onto this joint too, to make it more easy to plug it back. Just tiny little bit, it will be alright. Now let's assemble these little thing first. Make sure you don't mess up the front and the back. And just simply plug it in like this. Now just hopefully it will be easy to plug it back. Maybe not push this first, just using these and plug these back. And honestly, this is very difficult, so just try your best. So successfully plug it one side, so right here and other side. Maybe add a bit more oil right here, so hopefully it will plug in much more easily. So I finally did it. And remember, when assembling back the leg, don't mess up the right and the left, because as you can see, I struggled a long time to put everything back together. So if you mess up the left and the right again, or messes up anything, you need to disassemble it again and put it back again. So just be careful. So now I was able to fix this thigh swivel joint. So now can be like kicking forward like this by adjust the swivel design joint. So you can kicking more upward. Like can do some kicking upward pose much more naturally because of the swivel time joints right here. So just like I did, I successfully fixed the swivel problem. It still feel a bit tight, but at least the leg can be like swivel now, just like this. So, but not recommend you to do that many things to fix it if you just a casual figure collectors. Like, I don't think it's worth it. The ball joint swivel is actually enough for like regular posing, like normal posing. But if you want to like more posable range, more articulation range, then you do this fix. Otherwise, not recommend. I did spend a very long time try to assembling everything back together. Like it did struggle me for a long time to do so. So I think if you have experience like fixing figures, like done other things similar to that, then I recommend you to do this fix. Otherwise, I do not recommend you spend that much time to just fix a swivel joint. And then another problem is this kind of skirt is very easy to fall apart when disassembled to the figures. So I'm thinking about just use my glue pen, like add a little thin layer of glue in this joint right here. So make it more tight after assemble to the other pieces to make it much more harder to just fall apart. Hopefully it worked. So just add a very thin layer of glue. So just like that. Now ready them to dry. And after the glue dry, just plug it back like it usually done. But just try to push it a little bit harder, like both sides. Push it a little bit. So hopefully it will stay a little bit longer or much tighter this time. But I don't think it's really work. Right now, I don't have a really good method to fix the issue, so I think probably have to endure this problem. So just like this to swap to the other dress pieces. So here's my final thought on these Revoltech Chun Li action figures. I think this figure can pose really well with the articulation design from Revoltech. It can pose every poses that you see before in the game, but this figure also comes with some major QC issue. For example, the thigh swivel joint are completely stuck. You need to fix it yourself. So at the end, I think whether I suggest you to get this Chun Li action figure, it depends. Depends on you whether or not you like this unique take on Revoltech on Chun Li, like the very thick Chun Li proportion design. If you like it, get it. If you don't like this proportion design for Chun Li or this take on Chun Li, there's many Chun Li action figure right now in market. Is more affordable. For example, Jade Toys or other toy company, they're making the Street Fighter action figure. So there's many choice now. You don't need to get this one. But for me, I do have some fun time posing this guy. It poses really well, and I'm really looking forward for the future Street Fighter from Revoltech. Looking forward to see what different from them or what kind of different take will Revoltech make on them. So this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a like or consider subscribe. I hope I can see you in my next video. Goodbye.